Obviously, anybody that knows the game of basketball has profound respect for Mitch Kupchak. Mitch Kupchak has established himself as a stout executive in the NBA, and anybody associated with the NBA knows what Mitch Kupchak brings to the table. The Lakers organization missed out on getting Chris Paul because Commissioner Stern at the time had something to do with that, nixing that deal. But outside of that, when you look at marquee guys, most recently a Dwight Howard, or over this summer, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, guys like that, usually the Lakers organization was synonymous with getting the guys, people didn't believe that they would be able to get Shaquille O'Neal. Once upon a time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Gil Goodrich goes to Utah, and y'all got rights, and then from Utah, you end up getting Magic Johnson, all of this other stuff. The Lakers always seem to find a way because the Lakers always seem to be a coveted destination. Would you consider the Lakers organization under the stewardship of Jim Buss as the face of basketball operations? Would you still consider the Lakers a desired organization in the eyes of players out there now that your daddy, God rest his soul, is gone?
Absolutely. Any player that wouldn't see the benefits of wearing a Lakers jersey, playing in an arena like Staples Center in front of the fans that the Lakers have, I think we're a top destination for any free agent. So, yes, I'm not worried about attracting free agents.
Last question. I want to remind everybody, just to make sure, piggybacking off Skip, you do have the power. Like, you choose to let your brother, if he's going to make final decisions of basketball operations. But at any given moment, it is clear that Jeanie Buss can overrule, can usurp his authority. Is that correct?
Yes, and I announced that because I wanted everybody, the fans, the organization, our partners to understand that there is one ultimate authority, one source of accountability, and that lies with me. And certainly I have the ability to remove any employee from their position, and I've empowered our front office to accomplish a goal, but they understand there has to be a timeline, and if they're not successful, then a change has to happen.
What's the timeline?
Your brother was quoted as saying 3 years.
Right, and that's
so
what
after 3 years, so 2 has already been in place. Is this final year?
No, I would say this is the year 1, and there would be 2 more years. And so, and I have confidence that they have everything that they need to put this team back to where they should be. And I have no doubts that Kobe is healthy and that he will contribute, and he is worth every penny that we're paying him. And he's a once in a generation talent, and we are blessed to have him on our team.
And speaking of that, there's a story I'm sure you're aware of running currently in ESPN, the magazine, by Henry Abbott, whose premise is that the biggest reason the Lakers haven't been able to land a free agent is Kobe Bryant. And key quote near the end of the piece from a Lakers insider is, Kobe wants to win, but only as long as he's the reason we are winning. Your reaction to that?
Show me the free agent that isn't coming to the Lakers because of Kobe Bryant, and then I'll show you a loser. Because if they're afraid to play with Kobe Bryant, then they don't belong on the Lakers.
Would Dwight Howard qualify?
Dwight Howard, Dwight Howard was a wonderful player for the Lakers. When he came here, he did everything that he was asked to do. I regret the fact that he played from day one. His back wasn't 100%. He shouldn't have played. I remember the day the trade was made, people called me wanting to buy tickets, and I said, why don't you wait till January, because we don't know when Dwight's going to play. But he wanted to be part of it because we thought it was going to be a championship year. He was a great person in the organization. But you have to look at when they removed Mike Brown and there was an opportunity to bring Phil back, they chose Mike D'Antoni, whose offense did not suit Dwight Howard. So Dwight had to feel that, for the success that he wanted in his career, to bring out the best in Dwight, he saw that playing for Mike D'Antoni wasn't going to make Dwight Howard the best player he could be. And what I love about our league is, it's collectively bargained that the players have opportunities to be free agents. And at points in their career, they get to choose exactly the situation that they want to play in. So I see that the reason Dwight didn't stay was he saw that the team was being built for Steve Nash, not for Dwight Howard.
All right, you think.